All right, what's up guys, it's Steve. We're here to hit legs today with Kyle.
Yes, sir.
All right, so and then also gonna talk about the show that I'm doing. I did pick a show out, so I'm gonna announce that today at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that as well. And then we'll kind of explain the leg day as we go, kind of how we approach this leg day and how we're both training in prep, so you'll get to see that as well.
Let's get it, bro.
All right guys, so we start with calves. So we're gonna use the standing calf raise today. Probably do about 3-4 sets here, 10 to 12. Honestly, we just start with calves because I really feel like by the end of this leg workout, I'm not going to want to do them. So if I don't start with them, they're not getting done. So here we go.
The most important part of prep is?
I mean, honestly, like just not using prep as an excuse. I think there's a lot of people like use prep as an excuse, like, oh, I'm in prep, now I have to be weaker on my lifts. You know, I'm in prep, I'm going to be an asshole to people. And I'm not saying your patience isn't going to be lower, mine definitely is. But, you know, just trying not to use that as an excuse. You know, your people around you didn't ask for you to do prep, you signed up for it. There's no reason to bitch about it because again, you chose to do it. And it's just a mentality thing, you know. I mean, your body follows what the mind feels. So if you're gonna feel that everything's negative, you're weaker, you're an asshole, whatever else, then I just think your body's gonna start negatively responding to that. So I think that's the most important thing for me. Got our next exercise here. We're gonna do abduction. So we do a couple glute movements on this day. This is gonna be one of them. So obviously on stage we do, depending on division, show your glutes, and you know, girls like butts too, so we gotta train them. So this is gonna be the first glute exercise. We're gonna do some abduction again, about 3 sets. They're gonna progressively get higher in weight as the set goes on, so stay tuned for that. It's 2026, men train glutes.
Let's go.
What are the struggles as a coach prepping for yourself?
Well, I mean, obviously I have to take care of other athletes, and you know, mentally, like you just have to plan your energy. Like when you're in prep, dude, like you're not gonna have energy all the time. You know, there's gonna be times where you just like feel so dead that it's like hard to move, it's hard to mentally focus, and like that's not the time to be updating people's plans. Like I need to be fully locked in mentally. So I like doing the bulk of my client work around when I have the most cognitive function, because obviously people deserve my full attention, you know, in prep or even just in the off season. Anytime they deserve my full attention when they're one of my clients. So I have to make sure I can give that to them. So I just try to plan, you know, when I'm essentially updating their plans and when I'm going to respond to their stuff. All right, guys, move on to the second exercise here. So we're going to hit some adductors. Honestly, if you want big legs, this is definitely a cheat code. Your adductor is a pretty big portion of your leg. So we're going to train adductors pretty hard today. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So about 3 sets, you know, kind of working up as we go. So.
Come on. Light work.
All right, guys, move on to the second glute movement. So we just did abduction up front. We're gonna do hip thrust in the back, do about 3 sets of 8 here. Again, getting progressively harder each set, and then we'll move on to the next thing after that.
Yeah, your odds aren't too bad on that. It's like a coin flip. 4, come on. About to add another plate. 6, come on, come on. 7, 1 more, come on. Nope.
All right, guys, we just finished our second glute movement, so my glutes are feeling pretty juicy right now. So now we're moving on. We do have one hamstring movement today, so we'll do a lying hamstring curl. This machine doesn't exactly go heavy enough, so I am going to gym pin as well the weight stack. So we'll kind of show you what that looks like. But I'm definitely putting some good effort into this. I definitely want to bring up my glutes and hams, so we're really going to dig them out here.
Good, let's go. Nice, bro, come on. Yep. Go.
So you put in that effort. Can't leave anything on the table, man. Can't leave anything on the table. Everyone else working just as hard as you. can't get beat because you didn't go for that last rep. So if I get beat, it'll be because someone's better, not because they worked harder. All right, guys, so now we're gonna move on to quads. Finally, this is like the main part of the workout, what we all look forward to. So we're gonna do probably like 4 quad exercises, starting with the extensions, working up to 1 load set, which is gonna be about 20 reps. I'm gonna do a back off, probably another 15 to 20 with about 20 partials. I do have this pad on this leg extension here for some extra depth. And this is another one that I'm maxing. I'm gonna be doing a full stack on this one. So obviously trying to grow these legs. Really no excuses here. So let's get to it.
Yes, bro, let's go. Come on. Good depth there. Let's go. Come on. Keep that depth. Keep that depth, bro. Come on. Yep, a little bit deeper, bro. A little bit deeper. Come on. There it is. Yep. There you go. I'll help you. You're good. I got you, bro. The depth doesn't matter. Come on. Yep. Easy. Come on. At least 5, 4. Come on. 3. Come on. I'll help you. 2. 1 more. All the way up. All the way up.
Yeah, partials.
5. Good. 2, 3. Good. 4 deeper. 5 deeper. There we go. 6, 7. Good. 8, 9, 10. Good. 11, 12, 13. Come on. 14. I'm helping you. Come on. 15, 16, 17, 18. 2 more. Good.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God, dude.
That's nuts.
Jeez. It's like no lines left. All right, so we're moving on to the leg press, just a standard leg press. I'm leaning on this thing because obviously it's leg day, so I'm pretty dead right now. I'm gonna work up to a top set and then probably a back off. Probably do some kind of intensifier, probably like a halves into fulls. So we'll kind of show you what both those look like, but this is gonna be my second movement on quads. So again, we're gonna push it. You know, we're getting pretty close to the show, so I have to really, this is when it matters. You know, we gotta really dig, get through these workouts, and obviously you have to retain as much muscle as possible. You know, you see people get on stage and they get to the point where their muscles don't look as full, don't look as round, and a lot of it does come down to the training, so I am really trying to continue to push that. Got 8 plates on, focusing on depth at this point. I mean, I can move more weight, but it's really just not gonna do anything for me, so I want good depth. I'm gonna make sure I get good contraction in the legs, keep these babies nice and full, really kind of force some blood into there, so check this set out.
Good. Good. Let's go, Steve. Come on. 6. Let's go. 7. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Lock in. Come on. Let's go. 9. At least 3. Good. Gotta get 15. Gotta get 15. Come on. 15. Yes, sir. Come on. Come on.
It was a good set. Legs are definitely burning. Just about to do the back off here, so we're gonna do 1.5 reps. You'll see what that looks like, but I'm gonna go all the way down, press up halfway, go back down, then press up. That'll be 1 rep. I'm going for as many as I can. I'd like somewhere between 15 and 20, but we'll kind of see what the set looks like.
I'm cooked, bro. Let's go, bro. Good. Come on. It's 9. 10. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. 12. Come on. Let's go. 13. 7. 6. Come on. 5. Need 5. Need 5. Come on. Come on. Let's go. 4. I'm with you. All you. 3. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Dig deep. Dig deep. Come on. 1 more. 1 more. 1 more. Come on. Finish it. Go. Good. Set.
Those get freaking tough. You know, you do the first half of the set, you're super cocky, you're like, this ain't shit. It'll get tough. Whew. That was a push. still a little out of breath from that last set, but we're on to one of our last quad movements here. We have a squat pattern. We've been kind of sticking with the belt squat, so I'm gonna show you that, but we're kind of just working up to a load set of 10, you know, hard set, super depth, you know, and just focus on the squeeze. All right, now for lunges. Just gonna do one big set of lunges here, all the way down and back, which you can't see it, but it is a big distance. I think it normally ends up being like roughly 30 reps each leg, which is pretty decent at this point because I'm cooked. I'm gonna do them a little bit different style, so you'll see as I'm pressing up, I'm gonna flex on my quad just to really keep that blood in the leg. So we'll show you what that looks like right now. So I go down, and then on this leg, I'm standing up, flexing the quad, and then I'll hit the next rep. Flex and go. Flex and go. This is a good way to do lunges. You guys really want big leg pump. Turn around and go back. Even though that was just body weight, I was getting pretty hard there towards the end. So, like I said before, those last little couple reps, that's what really makes a difference. So, really kind of maximizing the workout, make sure the legs stay full all prep. So, let's go check the pump, see how we're looking as we're getting close to the show, and then we'll talk about the show after that. Let's take a look at this pump real quick. Oh yeah, and you see just the veins going everywhere. You know, I've always kind of had vascular legs. Let's even check the striations. Yep. So we see all these lines up here. Hopefully that translates, but it looks pretty good from my angle. Skin's getting a lot thinner on the side leg, which is good. That's what we want to see. You know, we'll see glute lines and everything. So I'd say from where I'm standing, I would say the pump was definitely achieved. Just took a shirt off. Just kind of hit a couple poses here. So the obliques come in pretty nicely on me. Don't really have any issues with those. But let's see what a couple poses look like. Oh yeah. Ugh. And guys, this is with about 4 meals in, you know, 1.5 gallons of water. And you know, I still have an okay amount of dryness at this point in the day. So this only is better, obviously, if I'm fasted or if I plan to dry out like I would for the show. But let's see a couple more poses. Not too bad. Back's tightening up. It's really hard to flex the legs at this point, but we'll give you guys ab and thigh. Vacuum staying pretty deep, so pretty happy with that. Shoulders getting pretty striated, good veins and stuff, even with no. All right, this is definitely my weakest pose, but we'll show you guys what this one looks like. Yeah, so even the low back is getting pretty tight. So not too upset with that for sure. And you see the shoulder veins are really coming in, especially the striations too. So this is to the point where everything will kind of start getting striated nicely. A little bit to tighten up here, like some of the low stomach, a little bit in here, but that'll all come off. We have a hard push over these next couple days. And then depending on where the weight is, we'll kind of feed back up at that point. But hard push, like I said, food got dropped pretty hard, cardio's increased. This is kind of the point where we really have to bring everything together. I have to work a little bit extra hard and, you know, make sure we bring that next level conditioning. But I'm gonna pop my clothes back on and then let's go talk about the show. So put a lot of thought into what show I wanted to do, and I did decide on Detroit Pro. It's in about 4 weeks from now. So I think body comp wise, I'm in a really good spot. I am ahead of where I was at 4 weeks out last time I prepped, and I did win my pro card at that point. This will be my pro debut. I'm honestly really excited to do this show. I mean, I think there's gonna be some really good heavy hitters there. I'm expecting potentially even some top 10 guys. And like, I just wanna see where I stand at this point. And, you know, do I think that I'm, you know, some stud at this point? No, not necessarily. I don't expect to be any top 10 guy, but I know I'm bringing a better package than what I did when I turned pro. And that's really all I'm trying to focus on. And the other thing I'm excited about with this show is honestly, it is one of, if not the best stages in bodybuilding as far as from a lighting standpoint. The background is nice and black. The photos are gonna be amazing. It's in a nice auditorium. And I'm just looking forward to being able to perform. I'm working on a really good routine. So just all these areas that they're coming together. I'm gonna have some friends and family at the show. So it's just gonna be a really good time overall. And looking forward to spending time with some people and obviously getting to do what I love. So yeah, I did decide on Detroit Pro. There will be a free live stream. So let me know if you guys want information on that, but that's the show announcement. So stay tuned, 4 weeks out.